guys, welcome back to my channel. So, Reddit. I thought it would be really interesting if I read and reacted to some of Reddit users' sex confessions / sex problems. I don't know. Because the other day, I was just scrolling through Reddit, minding my own business, and I came across this Reddit page that was literally just called sex. Hello, that's obviously calling me. I got lost in that for a good hour and a half into that page. Some of these confessions were just really interesting, really in-depth, and you know what? I'm not going to spoil it. Let's just get right into the video. You guys already know I am rubbish with intros, so let's just react. So the title to this one is, I'm 19, female, and too scared to orgasm. Interesting. At 19, I had no problem with that. I've been using a vibrator since I was 14, but I just can't orgasm because it always feels way too intense, because I can feel my entire clitoris pulsing and pumping, and my heart rate feels really fast and my toes start curling, and I have no control, so it feels really scary, so I always stop. But then I'm left feeling disgusted with myself since I can't come. I don't know what's wrong with me. Would it be easier with a partner? It's making me really sad because I want to orgasm and everyone my age is having sex, but I just can't push through. When it all becomes too intense, I'm taken out of the zone. Out of that whole paragraph, what caught my attention was everyone at my age is having sex. This sounds like you're pressuring yourself to orgasm or be sexually active, when in reality you're just not ready for it. Because the fact that an orgasm is scaring you when it's actually completely natural, it's an orgasm. It's not gonna hurt, it's meant to feel good. You should never feel scared when you're about to orgasm. So it kind of sounds to me like you're just not ready to be sexually active and you're just heavily influenced by your peers. And that's the problem with today's society. Everyone thinks they have to have sex. They don't. I don't care if you're 45 or you're 30 or 21, whatever. You do not need to have sex if you feel as though you're not ready. Simple as. One thing I would suggest is honestly just go for it. If you're starting to feel that nervous sensation, trust yourself and push through. It's not meant to hurt, it's an orgasm. It's meant to do the complete opposite. It's meant to feel good. And this person also said, I can feel my entire clitoris pulsing and pumping, and my heart rate goes really fast. That's how an orgasm works, babe. That's all the blood rushing to your clit. So you are going to feel a pulsating feeling down below, but that is completely normal. That's part of the process of orgasming. Please just relax. Go watch a YouTube video, go watch some Netflix movies. Just, if you're not ready for it, you're just not ready, babe. It's okay, and there's no need to feel pressured into it. Just relax. So the next confession is titled, How Can I Be a Bit Mean to My Girl? Recently, I, 22 male, went out with my girlfriend, 20 female, and booked an Airbnb to just spend the night with her. We watched a movie, had casual conversations, and then we found ourselves all over each other. Whilst we were making out, she said she'd love it if I was a bit mean to her in bed, like spanking, mean talking, and just general hitting her on the cheeks. Of course not hard. She says that she likes this and it's her thing. She says that I'm really sweet, but would love for me to be mean to her. And that came to me as a surprise, considering I have never thought of hitting her, spanking included, or talking to her in a mean way. Smack that bitch. No, honestly, some people just really like the light aggressiveness. Just go for it, try it, see what she likes, see what she doesn't like. At the end of the day, if it's not your cup of tea, just let her know. This is why communication in a relationship is really important. So while you guys are in the moment, she could be like, smack me on the cheek or spank me. Just do it. Unless you feel uncomfortable. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, just let her know. That's what sex is all about. Trying new things, trying different things, see what floats your boat, because you never know, you might end up getting into it and enjoying it yourself. So just please her, spank her a bit, smack her across the face, spank that booty, do what you got to do. The next confession is, my girlfriend cries after sex. After we have a good round of sex, we cuddle for a while, and she's just in absolute tears, sometimes ugly crying. Not actually ugly, she just thinks it. Oh, this guy's a sweetheart. She says it's just from the overwhelming emotion of it all. On more than one occasion, I have stopped and felt super concerned that I'm actually hurting her in some way, but she says it's just emotions hitting her really hard. The fact that we've been together so long and love each other very much, and that she's so happy to have someone she cares this much about, just melts her heart, especially with all the hormones running and the pleasures firing. I find it all very touching and honestly makes me feel loved. However, I do bring this up and share it because some people think it's weird to feel so overly emotional about a good casual with your significant other, but it's okay. It's okay to feel overwhelmed by the love and the feelings that hit you. And I'm telling you, it's not ugly crying, it's beautiful, happy crying with runny makeup, snot bubbles and all. This is the cutest, sweetest thing I've read. Please don't let your peers or your friends or society shit on you for crying after sex. There is nothing wrong with that. If you are just overwhelmed by those emotions, that is okay. that is absolutely fine. And as long as you know that she's not crying out of pain or anything, and it's just out of good, happy emotions, why let it bother you? You know that she's happy with you and she loves you and she's really clearly enjoying the sex to the point where she's crying, then I don't really see the issue here. I really don't. I think this is really cute and I see these two getting married. Personally though, not for me. I couldn't cry out of sex. Between me and my significant other, I feel like that'd really ruin the moment. He'll be like, you good? Like, the fuck? But for other people, I don't really see an issue with that. I'm obsessed with my fiance's ex-girlfriend. I'm obsessed with my fiance's ex-girlfriend. How? Why? I'm not trying to judge. But really? That's like me being obsessed with my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. I'm intrigued. I'm 26 female and my fiance is 30 male and we've been together for 5 years. He's never cheated on me, but in the beginning of our relationship, I caught him talking to his ex and we got into a huge fight and he stopped. Been down that path. Never spoke to her again. Well, I started fantasizing about him having sex with her since that night I found out, and it's been years. I even search her on Facebook all the time and play with myself looking at her pictures.
But what the hell?
He has no idea and I've never told anyone about this. When we're having sex together, I constantly think about him having sex with her and that's the only way I come. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's wrong with me. This can't be normal. Believe it or not, this is actually a very normal thing. I know it's called something, but I'm not quite sure. I was in a very similar situation like this. I remember this girl that I met. She wanted to hook up with me. I was down at first until she was like, but I want you to fuck my husband. I'm like, The weird part was she wanted me to her husband while she was at work. For some reason, she got a girl boner of the thought of me, her husband, while she's at work. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Them two are happily married, they have kids, they're clearly doing just fine and they enjoy this. But that's just not for me. I couldn't live with myself having sex with someone else's husband. That's just way overboard for me. Fair enough for you. I know loads of people do it. I've seen TikToks, I've seen videos, I've seen porn, I've seen it all. I know it's a thing. I know people get a thrill off of it. This, what I'm reading right now, it doesn't really seem that weird to me. I've seen this happen a lot. I've heard this happen a lot. I know that people do enjoy this and get the thrill of their significant other having sex with someone else. Like, they like the thought of that. So don't feel weird about it because I know it's such a common thing. What I think it is this whole situation is actually a really common thing. It's just not spoken about a lot. I can't eat my girlfriend out. Listen, before I even read this, if any guy I hooked up with had this problem, we never hooked up. I would never even try hooking up with them. I would never even step near them. As soon as a guy tells me, oh yeah, by the way, I don't give head, yeah, that's me. I'm out. I just don't understand how there's guys in the world that don't give head but expect to receive head. Don't be that guy. Don't. Last week, me and my girlfriend were doing sexual things and she asked me if I wanted to eat her out. I have wanted to and I was excited, but when it came, I struggled. I gave it a few licks, but just kidding. I'm sorry, but the way this person talks about giving head, I gave it a few licks. Like it's a fucking lollipop or something. That's funny, sorry. But I just couldn't. The taste was weird and sort of off-putting. I felt very bad and said I couldn't do it. She comforted me after this, which was nice. First of all, I really appreciate the fact that she comforted you after. She didn't get offended, she didn't get upset, she didn't storm off or whatever. She actually sat there and comforted you, which is really good. That's a keeper right there. Honestly, this is what I would say in every one of my videos. Make sure both partners on both sides clean yourselves before any sexual activities. I don't know how some people can actually go into a sexual encounter without cleaning down below. I physically can't do it. I feel weird. I feel dirty down below. Like, even if I've just hopped out the shower and an hour later I'm about to have sex or something, I will still go upstairs to the bathroom and clean myself. I literally have a spare vagina rag and towel at my boyfriend's house. Yeah, it's that deep. Just make sure both of you are showered and just kept yourself clean. I feel like a lot of girls do get shy when it comes to the moment where they want to go and freshen themselves up. Just tell your partner, just be like, I'm going to wash my minge, I'll be right back. So just make sure your partner's washed themselves before, make sure you've cleaned yourself before. Simple as. They're not going to get offended. They're really not. You've literally just asked them to go clean their down below area. You haven't asked them for the bloody world. You know, it's nothing offensive. It is what it is. And the thing is with vaginas, they are so unpredictable. You can literally shower and 2 minutes later, discharge is coming out. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but I'm being brutally honest. That's vaginas. They're unpredictable. You could go take a shower. 5 minutes later, you start your period. You know, so vaginas are unpredictable. It is always good, girl, girls to make sure you clean your vag out so you avoid problems like this. Okay, moving on. So I am a 27-year-old male. Feel like I'm 1000% straight. I don't find guys attractive, nor have I ever wanted to be with a guy. But I like looking at penises. Recently, I have had this urge and want to stroke a good-looking penis. Might even suck on one. I know it feels like to stroke my penis, and I feel like it would be so hot to stroke another man's penis. Not sex or anything, just stroking and sucking. You're bisexual. You're bisexual. That is okay. And there is no shame in it. You're bisexual, babe. And it's okay. What straight man would have the urge to stroke and suck another guy's penis? No straight man. Straight man's like, vagina. You are bisexual. I don't want to obviously tell you what you are because you're a complete stranger to me. I don't know who you are, but it sounds to me that you're bisexual, but you're just too afraid to admit it. You like penis. You want to suck a penis. You want to stroke a penis. There is nothing wrong with that. Go stroke a penis. Love you. And the last confession is sex problems with my boyfriend. I've been with my boyfriend for 8 months and have some serious sex problems. First, I have never been sexually attracted to him. He was not my type at first, and I'm taller than him, which I really don't like. Plus, the pill I'm taking since I'm with him reduces my sex drive. Then he had an erection problem. One little thing can distract him and the erection will disappear for a long time. It's a problem he's had since the first time and we encounter it each time. It's very frustrating for the both of us, but he still hasn't seen a doctor despite our will. My therapist thinks it's a mechanical problem since he has it whilst masturbating. Before him, I used to love sex and I was always horny, but with him, I'm bored and I don't really like sex. Sometimes I'm even disgusted to have sexual relations with him while he's my boyfriend. It's so sad. We talk about it a lot of the time, but he never acts. I often think about doing it with other people, especially with my previous partners, but I can never cheat on him. I don't know what to do or think. I love him and want to have a future with him, but it can't continue like this. This is actually very interesting to me. I know a lot of girls my age who have had these problems with their boyfriends. I've even been in this situation once upon a time myself. Honestly, communication. That is all I can say. Communication is the best thing you two can do. Sit down with your significant other and talk to them and tell them these problems, because I feel as though once you sit there and fully explain how you feel, even if you have to tell them about your curious thoughts about having sex with other people, you just need to get it into their brain that you're losing them and you can't be... One sec. Long story short, communication. You just need to talk to your partner and explain to them, I'm having these thoughts, you need to fix up or I'm out. I'm sorry, I hate to be blunt, but I've seen this situation happen too many times and I've been in this situation a couple of times, and honestly, I can't give any more advice apart from communication is the key. Anyways, you guys, I think I'm gonna end it on this note, but say hello to my beautiful mom. She's so adorable, pretty, look at her. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Come sit, mumsy. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment what you want to see next week. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.